Good morning and happy Friday. It's so hot. I'm just going to start by saying that it's extremely hot. So if I do lose my mind, it's okay because it's hot and I don't cope too well when it's hot and I don't have a pool or the sea or the ocean or any piece of water next to me. So bear with me. How are you all? Let me know if you're watching live. Let me know if you're watching replay. Just put replay over there. I'm really grateful when you write replay over there. So it boosts up the engagement and more people can actually see what I'm talking about. Because today it's something that I find extremely important. Really, really, really important. All right. And too many of you are just ignoring it, which frustrates me to a level that I'm like, you know what? No, I need to come and do a live about it because it's intense. We talk about content, all right? And there are some mistakes, some common mistakes that I see on Instagram. And I wanted to come on live and literally just address them. So I'm just going to go for it. All right. Because, I don't like to waste time. I like to keep these lives under 10 minutes. So let's start with the first mistake, which is you write content and you don't know why you're writing content. So you're literally just writing content for the sake of consistency, which by all means, don't twist my words. And I had a comment on it. Somebody commented on my post about it, saying you will become successful if you post consistently. Now, if you post consistently and your content is shit and your quality is shit and your posts are shit, you will not become successful. You will not grow your Instagram account. You could post 1,000 posts, but if they are not with the right foundations and with the right frame of mind and giving the value that you need to give and talking to your ideal client, then you're not going to go anywhere. So consistency is at another level of ladder when it comes to the ladder towards success in Instagram. So what I want you to do every time that you write a piece of content is not just write for the sake of writing, but as always with everything, begin with the end in mind. So what do you as a business owner want to obtain from that particular post that you are writing? Is it you want them to go and check out your new product? Do you want them to go and download your freebie? Do you want them to sign up to your one-on-one coaching program and have a discovery call with you? What is the number one goal that you want your followers and whomever reads that post to go to? Now, if you don't know that, I need you to take a step back, and we're going to talk about it in my Instagram Academy. But I need you to take a step back and really go into the soul and the core of your business and see, what the fuck do I want from my business? Because it's extremely important that you do that. Mistake number 2, you speak to everybody. Speaking to everybody means that you're not speaking to absolutely anybody. I see you going on stories and saying, hey guys, and how are you all? And you can do that once in a while, but if you do it consistently, then the person that watches the story thinks that you're just talking to everybody and not directly to that person, which that person needs to be your ideal client. So you need to know the ins and outs of your ideal client before you can actually go to them and speak to them. So don't just speak to a bunch of people, speak to your ideal client. That's the second mistake that you're making. The third mistake that you're making, that's the one that drives me crazy, to be fair, is you don't put an actual effort to write the content. Sometimes it's just one sentence. Sometimes you can feel it in the vibe. You're like, you know what, I'm just writing this because I need to write this. And we're going back to the consistency and quality. And if you don't have quality posts, you can have consistency, but it doesn't take you anywhere. You need to create an emotional connection and be relatable with your ideal client. So we're going back to point number 2, with your ideal client, in order for them to then understand, and they can know, love, and trust you. So when I see, and I see plenty of them, when I see Instagram accounts that are not successful and their businesses are not converting, is mainly one or all 3 of these points. You're making all 3 of these mistakes. And I understand sometimes it's not as easy as it may seem, but it has to be done. So how do we rectify mistake number 1? We begin with the end in mind. So what do you want to obtain? Why are you writing that post? What's the number 1 goal that you want to achieve by writing that particular post? Not at the end of the 90 days, not at the end of your launch, at the end of that post. What's the CTA? What do you want? What's the action that you want your client or your potential client to take? Step number 2 to rectify mistake number 2 is speak to one person, and that one person is your ideal client, nobody else, just one person. You speak to all means you speak to none. It took me quite a while to understand that, because my ego was getting in the way and telling me, no, Lara, you can speak to absolutely everybody. And I was just like, okay. And now I just speak to business owners, which makes my life so much easier, because my wording is so much easier. I know the struggles that they're going through because I am one. So it's so much easier to connect with them. And then to rectify mistake number 3, which is writing for the sake of writing, is to create an emotional connection and be relatable. So you need to know what your ideal client is going through. You need to know what their pain points are, what their desires are. You need to know all of this. So then you can create stories and tell them stories so then they can relate to you. Now, we're going to talk about this and more on day number 4 of the Instagram Makeover Bootcamp that starts on Monday. So if you haven't signed up yet, sign up now. And we are going to go through stories. We're going to go through engagement and how to create connections, how to sell, the 7 steps to create a bio that actually converts, and of course, content. There'll also be a masterclass when I'm going to tell you all the secrets about Reels, because that's a new thing. And we want to get Reels to reach a higher amount of potential customers. And then we use everything else to convert them into actual clients. So I'm going to see you at the Instagram Makeover Bootcamp that starts next Monday, 23rd of May at 8 a.m. British summertime. Yes, replays will be 100% available, so don't you worry. In order to receive the link of the replay, all you have to do is sign up through the link, and that's also how you get your workbook, because yes, you're going to have to get your workbook done. So I am going to see you on Monday. Not disappearing for the weekend. You'll still find me over here. Let me know if you have any questions about content, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.